네, 안녕하세요. 오늘은 만들어 볼 것은 메탈크래프트라고 하는데 이거는 사실 어느 곳에서 샀는지는 명확하지는 않아요. 예전에 어떤 사이트에서 떨이 가격으로 파는 것을 제가 대량으로 구매를 해 두었다가 지금 하나씩 꺼내어 만들어 보고 있는 중인데요. 지금 보시면 종류가 되게 많은데 이 많은 것들 중에서 제가 오늘 만들어 볼 것은 비행기입니다. 비행기 나와라! 아직 안 나오네요. 메탈크래프트를 할 때는 가장 중요한 것이 손이 베일 수 있어요. 굉장히 조심을 해야 되고 굉장히 날카롭기 때문에 어린이 친구들은 어머님, 아버님의 도움을 받아서 조심조심 자르고 끼우고 구부리는 것이 필요합니다. 보시면 설명서가 나오는데 설명서 잘 보고 순서대로 끼워주셔야 되는데요. 이 설명서의 순서가 틀리거나 위치가 다른 거, 그러니까 왼쪽, 오른쪽을 잘못 끼우는 경우에는 힘들게 구부렸던 조각들을 다시 펴서 새로 빼서 끼워야 되는 경우가 발생할 수 있으니까 조심조심 설명서를 잘 보고 끼워 주셔야 됩니다. 보시면 집게와 가위가 있는데 가위도 굉장히 뾰족해요. 굉장히 뾰족하기 때문에 조심해서 다뤄주셔야 되고 어린 친구들은 특히나 너무 어린 친구들은 이거를 하는 게 좋지는 않을 것 같습니다. 어른분들 그러니까 키덜트를 이제 지향하시는 분들께서는 이런 재료들을 구매를 하셔서 한번 만들어 보시는 것도 필요해 보여요. 지금 카메라를 앵글이 좀 벗어났네요. 제가 영상 촬영을 많이 하지 않았다 보니까 앵글이 좀 벗어났는데 요거 동그라미를 만드는 부분이네요. 동그란 바퀴 부분을 만드는 거고요. 조심조심 해주셔야 됩니다. 요즘에 코로나 때문에 지난 일주일간 집 밖으로 나가지를 못했어요. 직장이 휴원을 했거든요. 그래서 너무 심심한 나머지 집 구석에 박혀있던 메탈크래프트를 꺼내서 하나 찍게 되었습니다. 일단은 모두들 영상 즐겨주시고 영상 마지막이 되었을 때 구독과 좋아요 같이 눌러주시면 앞으로도 되게 많은 영상들을 보실 수 있으실 것 같아요. 아무쪼록 저런 메탈크래프트를 할 때는 손 조심한다는 거 잊지 마시고 요즘 코로나 때문에 사람들이 마스크를 많이 하고 다니는데 영상 시청하시는 모든 분들 마스크 잊지 마시고 개인 위생 철저하게 지켜주시고 모두 안전하게 이 상황을 이겨낼 수 있도록 제가 바라고 또 바라겠습니다. 그러면 끝까지 영상 시청해 주시고요. 다음 영상으로 찾아뵙겠습니다. 안녕히 계세요.
That we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose any foe, to assure the survival and the success of liberty. This much we pledge and more. To those old allies whose cultural and spiritual origins we share, we pledge the loyalty of faithful friends. United, there is little we cannot do in a host of cooperative ventures. Divided, there is little we can do, for we dare not meet a powerful challenge at odds and split asunder. To those new states whom we welcome to the ranks of the free, we pledge our word that one form of colonial control shall not have passed away merely to be replaced by a far more iron tyranny. We shall not always expect to find them supporting our view, but we shall always hope to find them strongly supporting their own freedom, and to remember that in the past, those who foolishly sought power by riding the back of the tiger ended up inside. To those people in the huts and villages of half the globe struggling to break the bonds of mass misery, we pledge our best efforts to help them help themselves for whatever period is required, not because the communists may be doing it, not because we seek their votes, but because it is right. If a free society cannot help the many who are poor, it cannot save the few who are rich. To our sister republics south of our border, we offer a special pledge to convert our good words into good deeds, in a new alliance for progress, to assist free men and free governments in casting off the chains of poverty. But this peaceful revolution of hope cannot become the prey of hostile powers. Let all our neighbors know that we shall join with them to oppose aggression or subversion anywhere in the Americas. And let every other power know that this hemisphere intends to remain the master of its own house. To that World Assembly of Sovereign States, the United Nations, our last best hope, in an age where the instruments of war have far outpaced the instruments of peace, we renew our pledge of support to prevent it from becoming merely a forum for invective, to strengthen its shield of the new and the weak, and to enlarge the area in which its writ may run. Finally, to those nations who would make themselves our adversary, we offer not a pledge, but a request that both sides begin anew the quest for peace. Before the dark powers of destruction, unleashed by science, engulf all humanity in planned or accidental self-destruction, we dare not tempt them with weakness, for only when our arms are sufficient beyond doubt can we be certain beyond doubt that they will never be employed. But neither can two great and powerful groups of nations take comfort from our present course, both sides overburdened by the cost of modern weapons, both rightly alarmed by the steady spread of the deadly atom, yet both racing to alter that uncertain balance of terror that stays the hand of mankind's final war. So let us begin anew, remembering on both sides that civility is not a sign of weakness, and sincerity is always subject to proof. Let us never negotiate out of fear, but let us never fear to negotiate. Let both sides explore what problems unite us, instead of belaboring those problems which divide us. Let both sides, for the first time, formulate serious and precise proposals for the inspection and control of arms, and bring the absolute power to destroy other nations under the absolute control of all nations. Let both sides seek to invoke the wonders of science instead of its terrors. Together, let us explore the stars, conquer the deserts, eradicate disease, tap the ocean depth, and encourage the arts and commerce. Let both sides unite to heed in all corners of the earth the command of Isaiah to undo the heavy burden and let the oppressed go free. And if a beachhead of cooperation may push back the jungle of suspicion, let both sides join in creating a new endeavor, not a new balance of power, but a new world of law, where the strong are just and the weak secure and the peace preserved. All this will not be finished in the first 100 days, nor will it be finished in the first 1,000 days, nor in the life of this administration, nor even perhaps in our lifetime on this planet. But let us begin. In your hands, my fellow citizens, more than mine, will rest the final success or failure of our course. Since this country was founded, each generation of Americans has been summoned to give testimony to its national loyalty. The graves of young Americans who answered the call to service surround the globe. Now the trumpet summons us again, not as a call to bear arms, though arms we need, not as a call to battle, though in battle we are, but a call to bear the burden of a long twilight struggle, year in and year out, rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, a struggle against the common enemies of man, tyranny, poverty, disease, and war itself. Can we forge against these enemies a grand and global alliance, north and south, east and west, that can assure a more fruitful life for all mankind? Will you join in that historic effort? In the long history of the world, only a few generations have been granted the role of defending freedom in its hour of maximum danger. I do not shrink from this responsibility. I welcome it. I do not believe that any of us would exchange places with any other people or any other generation. The energy, the faith, the devotion which we bring to this endeavor will light our country and all who serve it. And the glow from that fire can truly light the world. And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country